Hello all, I am Hriday Raval and you are watching Bharat News. A deadly terror attack struck Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir, a part of India, by Pakistan. 28 lives and dozens of them were injured. To discuss this critical issue, we have Major General Dr. Rajan Kochhar with us. Not wasting much time, let's welcome Dr. Rajan Kochhar to the stage. Welcome to Bharat News.
Thank you, Hriday. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we have already seen in the news what all happened, but we want to hear from you. Considering the security apparatus that where we failed, how did this attack happen, and what all necessary steps have to be taken in the future, sir?
Hriday, it's very unfortunate. First of all, my deep condolences to the people who have lost their lives and the people who have been injured. I hope they uh, recover from these injuries. Uh, there are two aspects, and it's very important you have brought out in your program. Firstly, we have an intelligence lapse in the sense that the people are roaming around freely, and there is nobody who came to know about it. So we were, you see, these terrorist operations are planned. There are a number of meetings. The loose ends are tied up. So the intelligence agencies have been caught unawares. I would say that. Second is the target selection, like Pahalgam, and it's a tourist area. So many people are coming. So possibly there was a complacency, which I think the government was not expecting this kind of terrorist attack, and that's why there was no security forces around this area. It is surprising because we got lulled into a situation where we started thinking कि ये तो बहुत peaceful है और यहाँ पे कोई attack नहीं हो सकता. So you must remember, I think a few days back, Pakistan Chief of Army Staff made a statement,
Yes.
and he said that Kashmir is our jugular vein. He spoke about Hindu and Muslims also. So that was one indication that the Pakistan army is not going to let it go. The second indication was that whenever there is a high profile visit of a dignitary in India, these kind of attacks are carried out, and there is a past history to it. So we saw that Vice President of United States was visiting, and still those SOPs were not followed, I would say. And the third important is area domination patrols. See, with the coming in of drones and all now, we have electronic surveillance, and we have sensors, and all that equipment is there. So we tend to believe that these drones will capture the movement, and that is why we reduce the number of area domination patrols, which are
Okay.
supposed to be moving all around the areas. So that is one area. And the last important area is, remember that at least for the next 15, 20 years, or at least till Pakistan exists, things can never be normal in Kashmir, because you cannot have zero infiltration. A kind of terrain, you have a CI grid, a counter infiltration grid, you have a counter terrorism grid. Both grids are there, and you have forces, three tiers, and all that we talk about. But you require boots on ground, you require troops on ground. Today, the Indian Army has a deficiency of 1 lakh troops.
Yes.
Why I would like to question people that why this deficiency has not been made up so far. So all these things, you see, it should not be taken as a criticism. It should be taken as a positive input or a feedback for the government, that it is now time that you make up these deficiencies. And of course, your upgradation of your uh, communication network and your jamming network and all those things have to be done concurrently, because we have to evolve. The Indian army has to evolve itself. अगर एक terrorist के पास एक sophisticated weapon आ गया, तो we must have a better weapon than him in order to counter him. So that is the process of evolution. So we have to constantly evolve ourselves. So these are 4 or 5 major areas. Now, what is to be done is 2 or 3 actions are immediately required. Those 4 people who were involved have been identified. Their families have been identified. Everything has been identified. So now uh, they have to be found. You, where are they hiding? And you see, unless we do that, the morale of the nation, or bringing a semblance to what kind of an inhuman attack these people have done, because they have to be brought to justice. They have to
Okay.
be punished for what they have done. It has to be exemplary kind of a thing. So first action is your search missions into the jungles, other areas. They may have melted into the crowds because I believe they were locals. So we have to catch them, because I think the
Of
families have
course.
been identified. So it's a matter of time. I'm very positive about it. The security forces will catch. Now
Of
the
course, sir.
next part is what kind of retaliation we expect from the government. Uh, I heard Raksha Mantri's statement in the evening, very reassuring. He made a statement that uh, a befitting reply will be given to Pakistan, or to not only those terrorists but the people who are behind them. And he applied the Pakistan army. So I visualize that a number of company posts and platoon posts on the line of control should be targeted with your precision guided missiles, and especially in the POK area, because POK is a disputed area.
Yes.
So when you do something in a disputed area, the repercussions are different than what you do on the international boundary. So a line of control is with the POK, because it's a disputed one. So you need to strike them. And a second aspect is that, like the Israelis have done, they have these targeted the school leaders, or important meetings which take place. Abhi, 3 days back, I think the Hamas has, people have actually come and visited POK and met the ISI and all those people. So,
Yes.
if we have information, and for this, real time intelligence is required,
Of course.
real time. So, the moment you have the coordinates of this meeting, you just send a missile and bloody shoot them off. Because you have the
Definitely.
wherewithal, we have the equipment to do it. We just have to get information. And the moment information is done, you sort it out. And
Of
if
course.
you carry out actions like this, I think it will hurt the Pakistan army more than anything else. Because we should not be thinking of targeting the civilians there, because it will not make any difference to the Pakistan army.
Of course.
इसको बलूचिस्तान में आपने देखा, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, you have seen so many civilians are being killed. Is Pakistan army bothered? No.
Of
But
course
the
not.
moment, the moment you kill their people, I think the message will go.
And sir, as you rightly mentioned about the SOPs and all, we have been seen in the past also during the President Obama visit, during President Bush visit. Every now and then, every US President visit, there has been certain terrorist attack because they need attention. And during this visit also, Hamas leaders have been visited POK 3 days back. So, sir, this is a very big failure on our part also. Sir, if we go back into the history, China has taught Pakistan to do this asymmetric warfare against India because Pakistan army never has these guts or the capabilities and will never have to win a symmetric warfare against India. Sir, do you think there has been any China backing against this, especially when the US and China are on the tariff war and the Red Sea party is also on the rise?
You see, it's a very good question. देखिए, Pakistan and China is not different. Today, China may try to do a trade with us, and openly, China may not be supporting Pakistan. But inadvertently, we know that China is there inside Pakistan. In
Yes,
POK, there are military bases where China is there. Their missiles have been put there, and all action is there. China's aircrafts, air bases are you aircraft fighter pilots are giving the training to the Pakistanis. The artificial intelligence one wing has been created in the Pakistan army, which is being trained by the PLA. So, and of course, the CPEC is there. China's interests are in there in Pakistan. China has you heavily invested into Pakistan. Billions of dollars of money has been spent on CPEC. Gwadar report is a strategic this thing for China. So China, you will have to contend with China. That's why I don't think we will go into a war with Pakistan. It will be a covert kind of an action. You hitting Pakistan where it hurts the most. I don't think we will be mobilizing our army and fighting Pakistan as of now, because remember one thing, that if there is a war with Pakistan, be rest assured you will see some action from China also.
of course.
The forces we have on the LAC in Ladakh are not going to be redeployed in case of a war with Pakistan, because that
Okay.
area will also have to be kept well
Okay.
guarded. So Pakistan also has two fronts today. The 11 and 12 core of Pakistan is Peshawar and Quetta. That area is on the Afghanistan and the Iran border. And in
Yes.
Afghanistan, you have the TTP issue also there, and the BLA also in Baluchistan. So Pakistan has got its own set of problems, and uh, obviously Pakistan will also not like to have a war with India. We don't want a war, but we are going to strike them, and that is for sure.
Sir, when do you likely see this reply coming soon to Pakistan, sir?
Uh, no time limit can be laid down, but I don't think it will be very soon.
Okay.
Uh, uh, uh,
Because I've already heard in different news that the intelligence is that we have 50 to 60 sleeper cells also in JNK and we have to
yes,
deal with
yeah,
them first.
yeah. You see, the Uri strike was done after I think 11 or 12 days. Balakot happened around 20-25 days. So I think within a month, I think you should see some action.
Definitely, sir. Thank you for your time. You have learned a lot from me and see you again on Bharat News, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Thank you, Jayan.